Does Deckmaster, is it Deckmaster that does the drafting? I was watching people draft on Arena and you can like vote. I was watching Efra draft yesterday. Man, I haven't gotten a, have they gotten more stingy with the 750? What are the odds of getting a 750? I haven't re-rolled into 750 in like days, I feel. Like weeks maybe. Dean says, hello Gab, Walrus Walker seems irrelevant in best of 3 since there is no aggro. Well, I only played the one match this morning before the stream, but I did get paired against Mono Red. There's a lot of variants. I mean, on Magic Online, there's a lot of variants. You could just not get paired against the deck for too, so, I'm not too sure if that's true. I've been playing a decent amount of mono red and white, so I don't know where you're getting your data from, or your feeling from, I guess. Pretty great hand. What's the meta like, Sauce? How many matches a day have you been playing, Sauce, in the past week or so? What are we playing against? Red? I mean, I'm probably gonna want to keep that, right? I'll library. I already have a curve. I'm gonna play Crisis next turn. No aggro confirmed. 2 matches today, 2 mono red. I wonder if it's a coincidence or if people have been like cutting all their hate cards against red, cutting all their sideboard cards against red to be controlling Esper, and some people notice that and are preying on that, or just, coincidence. I lost the match, by the way, this morning, but I had some pretty heinous draws. A ton on the weekend, probably 10 plus on weekdays. Jeez, you have a job, right? You have like, do you have a 9 to 5? Because 10 matches, especially with Esper control, that's like 5 out. It's like, be curious to see the profile of like the people who end up qualifying. Equinox, 8-month streak was a tier 1 sub. Arigato. Thank you so much, buddy. I know I like to show off my terrible Japanese skills once in a while. Alright, I guess I'll pay 2 life to find right now. Most matches are 15 minutes. Really? That fast? Yes. Yeah. I guess I've been playing that blue-green flash deck that is quite slow. I'm not sure if that's the play, but I think it can't be too bad. I think all options were reasonable, honestly. I think Vraska's Contempt attack was reasonable. I think Crisis 4/4 Crisis was reasonable. I think what I did was reasonable. I feel like they were all like fairly close. So we have another Chain Warlock coming up. Alright, I'll greed a bit. Greed pays off. People scoop to Teferi on turn 5 on a clear board a lot. Yeah, I mean, everyone's racing, right? No one's really incentivized to lose time. So, this is kind of a matchup where I don't know how to sideboard. Big one is like Llanowar for not. And I feel like, I'm not sure if people have a good answer for that. It probably gets worse on the draw. I think Negate is reasonable. I think Braunted on 9. Harpooner maybe just as a 2-drop. Hostage Shaker is really bad. Midnight Reaper is pretty bad. Sell 2 cards. The rest is unclear. I feel like Negate's kind of sweet because maybe you go like turn 4 Wildgrass Walker and Negate back up on tag Life Ranger or something like that. And it does trade up. It's always nice when you bring in a card like Negate that you can maybe trade up for a 4-mana card like Frenzy. Harpooner is like kind of vanilla free too. Maybe you don't need Harpooner. I'll do one. See. If anyone has a strong feeling, has played that matchup a lot, and has a strong feeling on whether Llanowar Elf should be in the deck after sideboard against red or not. Oh, I could look at the choose a sideboard guide actually. I looked at the few matchups, how he sideboarded. I didn't look at it against red. Vraska, 2 fines, 4 elf, hostage shaker. Alright, he brings in. So he boards out the elves, he boards out his 1 hostage shaker. He boards out all the fines and all the Vraskas. That's kind of interesting. I guess they have Lava Coil and stuff. Alright, not a bad hand. No 1-drop, that's great for us.
Hey Gabe, haven't been able to check out the stream much because of work. How did Esper control testing go?
Thanks for the resub, first of all. 14 months in a row is a Twitch Prime sub. How did Esper... So I didn't win a lot, but I think the deck is very good. And I was... most matches as... The first batch of Esper matches I played went really well. I think I like lost once to the mirror and maybe another match where I misplayed or something. And last time I played win percentage-wise, it didn't go well. But I did feel like the deck was very good and I was drawing poorly and making some dumb mistakes. So I think the deck is I think the deck's very good. Also, Sauce is currently 11th or so, or no, he's 8th on the leaderboard, and I believe he exclusively plays Esper Control. Yeah, I think the deck's really good. At 11 already. Alright, I'm gonna find my 2 dudes, and I'm gonna say go and kill Chain Whaler. If I didn't have Vivian Reed in hand, I would... I don't know what I would do if I did. I'm basically comfortable trophying Chain Whaler because I have a Vivian Reed in case they top deck. What if my Vivian Reed was... If I didn't have Vivian Reed in hand? I might sell Assassin's Trophy and just hope they didn't draw Frenzy. I'm assuming I'm supposed to just play both Wildgrass Walker first. Alright, that looks like GG. What's the 0 percentage? I don't know. I finally messaged the support yesterday. And I'll see what they say. My hope is that it's just a visual bug and they're actually keeping track of my MMR. And they just correct it and all of a sudden I'll have a rank. And my fear is that somehow, since I got to Mythic, they just haven't been keeping track of my wins and losses. And I think I've done a decent bit of winning. We actually went on an insane streak yesterday. I don't have the number, but I think we went like... I played Mono Red best of ones and I must have gone like 20-2 or something in best of ones yesterday. When you can't decide which spell to cast, the play that lets you spend... Yeah, that was basically Magic in a nutshell. Past like 5 or 10 years of Magic in a nutshell. Just can't go too wrong. Just use as much mana as possible every turn. Oh, that's pretty cool. Top 8 deck list, top 32, all day 2 deck lists. I didn't want to take a look at the deck list. Black, green, rock. Choke. Wear prison. Is that one of the Moto grinders? Is that Susurrus by any chance, or just some dude who picked up the deck? Dredge, 2 black, green, rock. There was a bunch of Phoenix too. Let's see the blue-white deck lists. Wow, sometimes someone did well with taking turns. That deck is... It's fun, it's good, but it's not like... I think it's 2 taking turns. Oh, maybe it is tier 1. Wow, there's no blue-white in the top 32. Sadness. Wait, what? They just want to see what I'm playing. I think they said in the patch notes that it is a visual bug. Bug fixes fix a visual bug affecting placement on a Mythic leaderboard. More information. Some Mythic rank players were seeing their current placement as a percentile instead of their place on the Mythic leaderboard. Top 1000. We have confirmed that the system is still correctly calculating the underlying data and ratings, and this was only an issue with how players' ranks were being displayed. Alright, thanks bud. Thanks for digging that out. They're trying to mess with me now. You know... Should I just, like, not play? I guess I'm gonna have to discard. Fine, you win. I'll show you cards in my deck. Could mess with them, like Assassin's Trophy or land or something. I feel like, why would they show me islands? Are they trying to make me believe they're playing what could they be playing with Island? That's so weird. How should I sideboard? Should I sideboard against mono blue? I mean, no matter what the blue deck is, Harpooner cannot be too bad. Hey JC, what's up buddy? What rank are you, JC? Are you gonna make a little run to top 8 or... Diamond 1 or gets in the way, yeah. Did Sauce tell me if... I'm sure I ask you all the time. He's playing mono red, yeah. Alright, I'll cut Branch, Wildgrass Walker. And... I guess I'll trim Vraska. I'll trim the Contempts. Bring in some more duress. I think Thief of Sanity's probably decent. Midnight Reaper's probably not the greatest. I could trim some Vivian Raids too, because I'll dive down and Spell Pierce. I think people usually bring in all the Thief. I think trimming an Elf is probably reasonable too. Sounds kind of awkward. Oh, I'm supposed to probably... I guess if it's Blue-Red Drakes, Fine Finality is probably reasonable. Kind of sketch keep. Demir Guildgate. Look at them tricky. Showing me Alan, having Demir Guildgate turn on. The rest are Eldest Reborn. Thief of Sanity is going to be brutal. Oh. That was pretty good for me. Yeah, that trophy, that I'm playing one trophy only. Pretty heinous right now. I took it anyways. Did the same thing as a cast down, I guess. Come on, Lando. Come on, Lando Calrissian. Nice. They do know I have Hostage Shaker. They did know I had to land. Okay. A Jade Light Ranger draw is pretty sick. Jade Light Ranger is just a fine magic card. Wait. Oh, I got scared for a second. Thought I played the wrong one. Alright, this game is looking pretty good. Let's see what we get first. Whoa! Exile up to 5 target creature cards from graveyards. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put all the cards from the pile of the arches. Wow. That's a good one. Parley is amazingly underrated. Is it just like a better mass manipulation or something, JC? Because like mass manip is kind of a good card in the grindy matchups. It was a mirror breaker in the Golgari matchup last set. I've never seen anyone cast this card. Not never, but you know. Definitely not on Arena. Nice. Love it. I'm just playing my cards. I'm not exactly trying to figure out what the optimal line is. I don't think it obviously doesn't matter at this point. Well, it's sunny. I'm getting my 15 minutes of sun for the day. Nice. My vitamin D. I gotta be at least top 50 by now. I don't know. There's a lot of players. I'm really curious to know. Alright, I think we need a 0% command because it's no, it's okay, Johnny. It's Baghdad. Yeah, QN 0% joke. Top 100 updates on Thursday. Cool. Handsome Tom says he 0% cares about chat unless they give him money. Yeah. I try to treat my non-subs and my subs equally as much as I can. You know, when it's too intense or there's like too much going on in chat, I'll try to like, you know, the subs will obviously catch my eye, but yeah, exactly. I try not to be a giant chill. Subs have to go incognito to audit that statement. That'd be such gas. Thanks for the follow, Kiox. I'm gonna keep. Thoughts on the keep? Yeah, of course it'd be amazing if I agree. I think it'd be pretty amazing if they had an MMR leaderboard at all times. Maybe when you're giving out a prize, there's a good reason not to. As good as Chupacabra is, you basically want to hit land drops, and the matchup's going to be grindy. I haven't played the mirror match much. My version is like reasonable in the mirror match. I have the one Memorial to Folly, but it looks like they do too. I have the one Vraska Relic Seeker. I have a couple Hostage Taker. I don't know if there's any one like insane card or anything you can like. I suppose to keep that, or do I just want a Planeswalker from now on? I'll top. I guess I only have 2 Find Finality. I'm assuming that card's pretty strong in the mirror match. Double Threat says I've gotten way more shit from Gad as a sub than as a non-sub. Oh yeah. I'm gonna graveyard, but having an answer to a Planeswalker is definitely pretty valuable. If it was the second card, if I had gone like land into trophy, I think I would have topped. I think the fact that they killed Vraska's Contempt and they had no lands. That's like kind of incredibly greedy. I mean, Vraska's Contempt is extremely strong in the mirror match, but I don't think it's that strong. I mean, I don't think it's strong enough to keep when you don't have lands. It's close. Maybe in the old mirror match, old black green, it was just that good. I guess in the old mirror match you could get out-tempoed by the Carnage Sharon if you went all in on the Vraska's Contempt. Alright, I guess I need to hostage taker that thingy. But then they might play Vivian Reed and I might lose. Having Crisis in my graveyard is kind of valuable for when I draw a Fine Finality.
VOD lurker catching a live stream celebrate www.
Awesome. Glad you can make it a tier 2 sub. 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. Is that French? No, G-Champed? Not sure how to say that. Appreciate the support, buddy. Glad you can make it. Be part of the stream today, of the live stream. Alright, I could Crisis for a lot. Or I could read into maybe something like a J-Light Ranger. Force them to use Contempt. Probably just play Crisis first, right? Anyone has a good reason for playing Vivian Reed first, or Crisis first, or I feel like Crisis first makes more sense. Wait, what? That's gotta be a misclick, right? Oh no, they have another hostage taker? Oh, I get to play an elf too? They must have another hostage taker, right? Okay. Invidencia. I like the excitement. Old PogChamp for value. Oh no, definitely not Vivian minus. No, if I play Vivian, it's Vivian plus, 100%. Let's just quick check how many cards I have left in my deck. I mean, Vivian minus is probably not a game-losing play because I'm so far ahead, but yeah, it's probably not great. I guess I just play another giant Crisis. What are they going to do about it? Oh, that worked out. Calculated. That's basic land. Wow, opponent is playing multiple trophies. 2 trophies. Yeah, they still have the contempt in hand. It's funny. I mean, this is getting dumb, like, valued. Do I have a hostage taker in my graveyard yet? I do not. Actually, I don't know why I did that. I think maybe I should just finality? Whatever. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I guess I'll Vivian Raid minus. No. I'll just Vivian Raid plus. No! I hate that button. It's so bad. Oh my god. Well, I guess I have Reaper in play at least. So it might be okay if I draw like a removal spell or something. Oh, that's not the greatest turn ever, but whatever. So how often does someone get decked in the mirror match? Think it's the sunlight, Jamie? I'm not used to it. Sun. It is a bit sunnier and weather is a tiny bit nicer now with not in Paris. Guess there's a little less pollution. Yeah, I kind of want to adjust finality. But they're at 12. Maybe I'll keep putting pressure on their life total. Alright. We managed to not completely butcher it. Am I not in Paris? Oh no, I'm still in Paris. I mean, I live right outside of Paris now, is what I mean. Let's see. Let's see how people sideboard in the mirror match. Let's see how Juzo sideboards. I'll put the link in chat real quick if anyone wants to check out fresh from today. Even though he's been testing Thought, Erasure, and Thief mains, so I'm not sure if he's still doing that. -4 walkers, really? Cast Down comes out? I feel like Cast Down is actually pretty sweet because I feel like the games turn into a grindfest war, and just having a cheap 2-mana spell to kill a big Krasis can just like help you out-tempo your opponent. That's my initial feel from the matchup anyways. What else does he bring in? A Duress? No, a Hostage Taker and an Eldest Reborn. Okay, I don't have these cards. Alright, I get one card. Could be Duress, could be Negate. I don't think you need Harpooner. You already have like Hostage Taker and Chupacabra. What's better, Duress or Negate? You think Negate a one draw? I could do one of each. Is there anything else I want to board out? Alright, I'll do Duress. Sorry. I went with choose over Wanja. I think this is Obviously I'm missing green. I still think it's pretty clear keep because I have cast down and can actually cast down on turn 2, and if I draw any land I get to play Thief of Sanity. I'll pay the 2 life. Solomon Simulacrum. Thanks for the sub, buddy. I think it's people going crazy with this Twitch. People get to like show off multiple times right now. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Here it is. Alright, I'll just play Thief. Definitely questionable. Alright, that worked out. Wasn't a hostage taker or anything. I think you graveyard there because I already have a lot of action. I just need lands and maybe planeswalkers or something. Reaper is one of the best cards in the mirror match. So it's supposed to be your 4-month free sub. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was thinking, I don't know why it doesn't show. I don't know if you have to do something about it or what, but I think that it's a bit bugged right now. Maybe I was supposed to give them the hostage taker straight up. Oh, I don't know why I play my land first. Alright, I guess I'll just play another Jade Light Ranger. I guess it doesn't matter if I play my land first or not. I already have my Memorial fully in play. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, I'll keep. Solomon Simulacrum. Every time I see that, I think of Rick Solomon. Because I used to play poker and he was like kind of out there playing the high rollers, etc. Wait, they know I have cast down on top, right? I just have no other play. That was unfortunate. I kind of needed... Oh, they played it right away. Alright, I'm done. I think 4/4 Crisis is probably good, right? I guess no, never mind. Is that really the play? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's short-sighted, but seems at least reasonable. It's gonna be suck if they have fine finality. But it seems like kind of way hard to play in a way that their fine finality are not gonna be insane no matter what, so. Alright, Johnny says there's a tick box to choose that lets you show how many months you've been sub for or not. Yeah, because now, like, if you break your streak, you can still show how many months you've been subbing for total. It's a feature that, you know, I think it's pretty cool, and that it kind of feels bad if been supporting. I mean, some people don't care, obviously. Oh, you have to actually pick a card. All right, you can have land. I'm gonna hope they don't have a removal spell. Okay, they do not. Or maybe they just want to save it. They have a Thief of Sanity in the graveyard. What about them? They're gonna be to like thingy plus hostage taker mana, so playing Crisis is kind of dangerous. But really playing anything is gonna be bad for me. So I think I'm just gonna play Crisis anyways. I hope I draw into something sweet. Because they get to go hostage taker, take my Crisis next turn if they want with their Memorial, or if they just have one in hand. That card has done so much work. I might finally get rid of it though. Hey Huster, what's up, buddy? Have you been singing on stream or not? I don't know. I don't know. Freestyle yesterday on what was it? Taylor Swift's. What's the name of that song already? Anyways, I was playing Mono Red Burn. I was kind of delirious. I started playing Mono Red Best of Ones, and then we played a bunch. And at some point, I was like, okay, I'll play till I lose one more time. And then I literally won like 10 matches in a row or something, and I was like so tired. That was kind of absurd. And then no! Oh! Why? Why? Oh man. Can't wait to actually play this deck in real life where I don't accidentally tap my Memorial to Folly. That is such a beating. Just basically time walk myself. No big deal. Oh, Tim, I need to show you. Tim sent me a link today. I'll show you. Sarah Ferguson brands social media a sewer as she lashes out at web trolls. Oh, isn't she right? If only she knew. I should sue her? Wait, what? Really? I win? Nice. I've never beaten the auto tapper, yeah. Thoughts on 0% ranked, Huey? Little visual bug. Yeah, rank. It's just a bug, I think. I don't know when it's going to be fixed, but I'm going to have a surprise. I have no clue. Could be any rank right now. You're mythic 173rd. That is really no big deal, actually. You're literally one of the 10 greatest players of all time, and that is not an accomplishment. Kind of is. When are you streaming today? No, apparently I'm not. Apparently I'm 11th according to PV. Well, PV troll. You're streaming 3.5 hours. Nice. Haven't decided when I'm gonna play at the PT. I don't think it's gonna be a brew though. I'm pretty sad about it. I do want to cast Crisis, but we'll see about that. Blue. Thanks, bud. 19 months in a row was a Twitch Prime sub. Italia. Who does PV put at 10? No, he was kind of, it was like all friendly banter. Or just trolling each other. He was being enticed by chat. That's gonna be a good chain whirler for them. Oh, they're playing. Is that a deck in standard, like Phoenix Red or something? Finally, Huey's a sub. I don't know if Hostage Shaker is good, but a spell is a spell, especially when you have all these lands. Mono red Phoenix, or is it horrendously mana screwed, color screwed? Thanks, Shelly D. Officially welcome to the sewer, Huey. You'll see it's nice and cozy down here. Hey Nassif, what are your thoughts on UNLG being invited to that 1 million tournament? I personally find it pretty funny. Kipo, I don't get it. I see, I'm super happy they invited me. I did not expect it. I guess I'll do Graveyard. What do you think about G. Depraz? I don't know him very well. Seems like he's a good player. I haven't been able to really catch his stream either, so yeah, I really don't know him very well. I'm assuming he's very good at Magic. And he seems like, I've interacted a little bit with him, he seems like a very nice guy, you know, but pretty quiet and stuff. Maybe he's less quiet with his friends, but I don't have strong opinion. Do you think this is the best deck in Standard right now? I don't know. I've liked Esper Control a lot, but I didn't play any of these decks that much. I was mostly trying out stuff. I don't know why Arena is being very laggy. It's never done that to me before. I've mostly played like Brews so far. I haven't really played a lot of the tier 1 decks. I guess I've played a lot of Mono Blue. I'm not 100% sure I'm supposed to just run Wagros Walker out there. How long did it take you to make it on the PT? Lots of near misses. I was really lucky, but I did, compared to like how much I was playing, I kind of started playing PTQs late with that whole like playing PTQs and not being able to go to PT story. But basically I won a PTQ, I made it to a PT, I didn't, you know, I made top 64 but not top 32, so I wasn't qualified for the next one, and then it took me like, so it was like Chicago 2000, which was in November, and then my second PT was the team PT in New York in 2001, so like 9 or 10 months later. And then I had to win another team PTQ for that. So I won 2 PTQs, and then I was on the train, and then I was in the Hall of Fame like 10 years later. So fairly smooth. But there was a period before that where I was just playing PTQs and just scooping to my friends because I didn't think my mom would let me go, and I was still pretty young and stuff. But turns out she might have just let me go anyways if I had qualified earlier, so I'm not too sure. Yeah, wow, this is kind of impressive. I actually haven't played because I was playing mono red, like kind of straightforward best of 1 mono red list yesterday, and I kind of wish I kept that hostage taker now. People were asking me about, I think Huey was playing that deck the other day too. I thought it was like a meme deck, I'm not sure if it's actually good, but doesn't seem very good to me, like when you're playing a 2-2 for free. I mean, I guess Thief of Sanity is a 2-2 for free that doesn't do anything the turn it comes into play. The Yellowhat song is really annoying. Migmatic, yeah, most people love it. It's like everything, right? Can't please everyone, so I'm sorry, yeah. I should maybe be a tiny bit shorter, I'll give you that much. Wow. Alright. Got to Platinum was the worst foul, dome someone was 20. I saw the tweet, yeah. Sorry, honestly, it's kind of cool because the ladder is not hyper competitive. Like even at Mythic, people play brews and stuff. So you can actually, oh, that's pretty impressive. You can actually win, you can actually ladder up with like brews and stuff. Oh yeah, the mono black. Yeah, maybe I'll try that next. Alright, let's see. So they have gutter snipe. Alright, no sideboard. I guess the rest is good against them. Do they have Chain Whirler in the sideboard? Does anyone know that deck? I'm assuming they might have Chain Whirler in the sideboard, but Hostage Taker seems kind of bad. Assassin's Trophy seems kind of bad, especially if they're playing like Risk Factor. They could. People build it differently. Alright, I'm gonna keep elves in, I guess. I mean, I guess Playcrafter is not terrible against them. Seems like removal is pretty important. Could do like Tutoress 1 negate or something. Could do Brontodon too, but it's pretty bad against the O4. Alright, I'll do that. I don't think they have Frenzy. Someone just said they don't have Frenzy. Oh no, they were playing Tormenting Voice in 1 mana cantrip, that's right. Completely forgot about that. Big Vraska's too slow? Really? Seems like their deck takes a little while to get going. Especially if they're not like aggressively killing your elves and they don't have Chain Whirler. I think keeping in all the Planeswalkers sounds actually kind of nice against them. They're like more of a mid-range red deck in some ways now. Oh, they do have Steamkin. Makes sense. Oh my god, our snipe is gonna be completely insane. Wow. Peace. Joke. Well, at least if I draw a... At least if I draw a J-Light Ranger, I might have a shot. I might just be dead here. We got a bunch of cantrips. Looks like maybe I want more negates in this matchup. Wow. The deck is insane. Good game. That's kind of unlucky that they got to untap with 2 Gutter Snipes. I mean, I drew like game 1 I super flooded, and game 2 I just mulliganed into double Walker with no Explore Creature. That was kind of a joke. Mashup's probably pretty decent. I guess you could argue I only have 1 Chupacabra. Oh wait, I forgot. I said I want to try that mono black deck. I hope I have all the cards for it. She said, in so many ways the internet has been a force for good. It enables us to keep in touch with friends and family all across the world, but it has its downside. It's time to confront head-on the fact that much of social media has become a sewer. There's a large minority. Is that a thing, a large minority? A large minority who seems to think that all the normal rules of society don't apply to the internet. Well, it is kind of true. I mean, the internet is kind of a dark place in many regards. So that's the list. That's the list. 4 diagraph. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna have the shades though. I guess I could spend some dollars. Just slam another hundo. I have 1. I have gems. Let's see what else I'm missing. 4 ghoul. Graveyard Marshal I'm probably not gonna have either. I guess I could go play it on Moto. Probably would be cheaper. Do we have 0 Graveyard Marshal somehow? Dagger. They should let you like trade your mythic for actual rares, no? I'm sure people have asked that before. Well, I don't even have Wanted Scoundrels, but that's... I don't know, this deck looks pretty bad, honestly, but... Yeah, maybe I'll just play that deck on Moto this weekend or something. It looks really bad against Sultai too. I think there's going to be a lot of Sultai at the PT. I think Sultai is going to be the most played deck at the PT if I had to guess. I think Esper is going to be the most played deck. I think Esper might be the second most played deck. I'm not actually sure what beats Sultai. But I'm not really sure what you beat with Sultai either. Hey. Get all the sweet emotes now, Huey. Nexus beats Sultai, does it? Don't you crush the deck after sideboard? Oh, we're playing against Bob Marley. Speaking of gutter bones, well, see, we don't even have to test the deck. It comes to us. You know, if you don't go to the sewer, sewer will come to you. It's pretty scary start from our opponent. Alright, see you later, Huey. Give a big kiss to Lara for me. Does Lara get excited whenever you cast a Chupacabra? Does she she hears the Chupacabra song and that's my kind. Lyra hides whenever she hears Chupacabra, you think? Yeah, maybe. Let's see the Holy Diva pile. Undergrowth. Nice. Probably just play Branchwalker given my hand, right? That might not be terrible at some point. Because I'm probably going to want to play 2 spells in 1 turn. They might also have Chupacabra for my elf next turn. Which means I'm going to want to play Krasis next turn. I kind of want to keep. But I don't know if it's really better than an average draw. Alright, I'll keep. Let me know if you think it's a mistake. Clinton Greystone says, "Hey Yellowhead, just want to say I'm a big fan and always enjoyed your Ignite Memories moment versus Chapin. It's a classic. Story doesn't ultimately end very well for me, but it was worth it." It's kind of a dagger. It's kind of a card that makes me wish I hadn't kept Walrus Walker on top. I did not account. I definitely did not take Drill Bit into account when I kept Walrus Walker on top. Does Chapin still play? He does. He usually shows up to the PT. Unless he's really busy or didn't have time to test, but he works for, I believe he still works for Direwolf Digital, same company LSV, amongst others, works for Andrew Backstrom, company Matt Nass used to work for, etc. I think I just make a guy, right? Or is it better to kill Priest? I guess it depends what they play. David Gutterbones in play. Just make a guy. They could have Fireblade Artist, and like if I kill the Priest, I'll lose my Vraska, which doesn't seem like the greatest trade. Chapin has a podcast, yeah. I don't listen to it, but I'm not surprised that it's good stuff. Chapin's an interesting guy, for sure. I think he must read a lot about a lot of stuff. Seems like things kind of went downhill. Real fast. I think I should just walk. Definitely kind of wish I'd kill the Priest now. I think they should have just sacked, right? They should have just used Priest, deal 1 to Fiend, make me sack my 2/2, deal 2 damage to Vraska, 3 more to Vraska. Vraska's down to 3. I don't know. I guess now they get to do it at the end of my turn, but it doesn't seem nearly as efficient. Sultai seems to play fair when every other deck doesn't. Kind of. I mean, it's typical mid-range, right? But you know, Llanowar Elf is not an especially fair card. Krasis is not an especially fair card, nor is maybe you get access to so many good cards. Then you get duress, you know, I don't know, you get to play some of the best cards in the history of Magic. I wouldn't call that especially fair, but Branchwalker's a pretty bad card. Yeah, I mean, in a vacuum, I mean, Footlight Fiend's pretty bad card, right? Fireblade Artist's pretty bad card. Mistcloak Herald's pretty bad card. I don't know. Should I go Branchwalker into a smaller Crisis? 1, 2. Oh no, it seems bad. Damn it, it's gonna go with 4/4 and save my treasure. I'll see how that works out for me. Well, at Llanowar in the Flash deck, I mean, you could try a different version, but I think if you play Llanowar, you definitely want to play Jadelight Ranger. It's just too good of a card not to play, I think. Oh, they had mana floating. I should have gone to second main. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, looks like we stabilized. OP decides for I don't know. I don't even know what. I wasn't even paying attention to how they lost all their creatures. I think the one turn I was talking about, they definitely misplayed. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Oh, he doesn't sack treasure for you. I did not know that. And honestly, if Open doesn't win the game pretty fast at some point. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of Priest right away. Sure. Sideboard looks pretty bad against them. But main deck's pretty good. Probably don't have a ton of removal. Maybe Hostage Shaker is reasonable. I was just thinking about maybe Brontodon. Maybe board out Assassin's Trophy. I don't think I want removal that badly against them that I want to give them the extra land when I kill a dude. I did almost single-handedly lose to that Priest of Forgotten God, so maybe I do want it. They might also have Peter of Horror after sideboard. Tried these decks, these black-red decks. I was not impressed. That deck can never, ever beat a Cry of the Carnarium in a million years. Unfortunately for me, I did not have that card in my 75. Maybe I should. My draws have been kind of bad. I feel like this deck's pretty inconsistent. Like, I feel like I get mana screwed a lot. 24 lands, 8 explorers, 4 elves. I guess I also just lost the game to Flood. Oh. Wow. I didn't realize they were going to do that. Well, that was bad. I'll let them kind of draw a card for free. That was a mistake. Yeah, they're tough and they might have Demon. The deck plays Chupacabra sometimes. They might have some Feeder of Ores. They might have the Demon. They might have, I mean, they have Maddox Reveler, or I don't think exactly know what this card's called. The Reveler is kind of top end. The deck looks really good on paper. Seems like you have like a nice good curve, some nice synergies, and you don't run out of gas because you have 4 Reapers and 4 Revelers, but in practice it hasn't been that great for me. At the end of the day, your cards are just not that great, I guess. Do they play Gruesome Menage? I don't think so. You could play one, I guess. How bad can a J-Light Ranger draw be? I think it does have to maybe take Midnight Reaper. This deck doesn't play a ton of removal. I don't know, it was kind of a tough turn for me. It worked out, but it was definitely kind of scary. I wonder if I should try to push damage. Maybe the Branch Walker can. wonder if you even send the Reaper there if you're him. Do you know I have Restless Contempt? It's gonna be a close one. Can you use a devil arrow? Yeah. I feel like the devil arrow is kind of obnoxious, but maybe I should use it more often. I made bad blocks, did I? None of my blocks were reasonable. Wow. Big game. Should I put Jade Light in front of Fiend? Oh yeah, maybe. I would have kept my Branch Walker. I would have kept Jade Light, but then I take an extra damage. But yeah, you're probably right. Oh, this is pretty disgusting. Hopefully Crisis just carries me. I need to draw like a 2-drop, I think. Oh, I played the one that wasn't revealed. Wait, they sacked the Midnight Reaper? Or is they're just dying to their own Midnight Reaper? They don't do that. Wow, exactly 333 viewers. That is great. I guess I should have played Crisis first if I was going to play Crisis anyway. That didn't make a ton of sense, but... so unlikely to change my line, so... I guess it doesn't matter that much. Uh-oh. They do have Skewer the Critics in their deck. So they would need land Skewer. And it would have to not be a Blood Crypt. So if I block, I take 3, 4, I go down to 5. They deal 1 to Crisis, they finish it off. I mean, I should block 100%, right? Because if that's Cure, I'm dead. Now if they have Cure, all happens is I lose my Crisis. Which is not nearly as bad. Alright. we got there against the red-black menace. Felt really close. I'm assuming that's like pretty